Boss Rush 820 day 2. Now this is a pretty bad day, so you're going to want to either probably set your slider down 110, 120, or just farm more on day 1 and skip this day would be my recommendation. If you want to do it though, this is the comp that works for me. So I haven't actually beaten it yet, but I have run it twice. I hit terrible treasures on both of those runs, but I got very close to beating it both times. So the equipment that I'm using, and if I do just hit one good treasure, I just win. So I've got Lesser Water Elemental on Balinda, Arena Contender on Bwonsamdi, Fresh Peaches on Nemsy, and you want a good level on Can't Touch This, although I never hit this treasure, so yeah, you gotta hit it for it to work. Then we got Band of Frost on Varden, Bitter Chill on Khadgar, and Gilnean Strength on Genn. As you can tell, I'm a little salty about my treasure luck, and I just got off of a run where I actually could have won, but I messed up on the last boss, even though I had terrible treasures. I had to fight all the bosses on the way there. I beat everything without losing anyone, and then I messed up one thing on the last boss because someone started mowing right outside my window in the middle of the fight, so... for this fight, though, I'm just running with Balinda, Bwonsamdi, Nemsy to start. And some people were running Varian for this stuff to speed up their Khadgar. I'm not relying on that, though. I'm just bringing an Artillery Strike, and I know that can cause problems on the last fight because there's going to be 2 enemies left on the bench after that Artillery Strike, but we do have a plan for that. So I'm just going to resummon my Boggy here and put some Frost Weakness on that red guy. And we're freezing the green guy. So now we've got a Boggy for next turn to tank this guy, and then we're going to Cold Snap the summons from the boss here, and bring out Balinda to summon a new Water Elemental. So it's Balinda, Varden, and Bwonsamdi here. And your positioning doesn't really matter. So the reason we're bringing Khadgar is actually for fighting Onyxia at the end with her, like, 7,000 attack value or something. We'll get to that later, assuming I hit an Artillery Strike. So here, I'm just going to get some Frost, and I'm going to do a Cold Snap, and a Bounce. We're going to save this Water Elemental. We got Attack Anomaly on the red, so I can't just swing for ramp, unfortunately. Okay, and this turn, there's not a lot of useful things to do with Varden, so I'm going to bring out Nemsy instead, and we're going to put a taunt on our Water Elemental. Like, Varden can do damage, but we're not really Frost Ramped very much yet. So it's not super valuable. So I'm just going to do some damage here, and I'm going to do another Bounce, and I'm going to taunt this Water Elemental. And I could swing, so I'm going to need to make some board space here. I'm just going to use the Boggy, even though we don't get our extra hit points this turn because of that. And I'm setting this thing up to die so I can Cold Snap it and just get it off the board so that I don't have as many melee attackers to worry about. Since we're not really using AoE root strategy here, we're using free strategy. Okay, so now we're back to Balinda, Varden, Bwonsamdi. And this turn, there's a little bit of RNG with this strategy. If I don't kill this red ad, then I would like Flurry to hit the screen so that this Wing Beat medley doesn't cause problems with then the red getting through afterwards. So I basically want either this green or this red to get hit by a Flurry, one Flurry shot. If it all goes under the boss, I'm sad, but we'll deal with that if it happens. I could swing with these for ramp. I'm gonna do one for ramp. I just want this red guy dead. Alright, perfect. And now we're just gonna kill this other ad and then the boss, which should be easy peasy. So I'm just gonna freeze there. And I don't even have to bounce yet. I could bounce. Let's go ahead and bounce. And just do some damage there. I could just throw these away for ramp at this point, but I'll save for now. The boss himself doesn't really do anything. He just summons stuff and puts death rattles on things, so you're super safe right now. I don't have to bring Bwonsamdi here. I could just bring Khadgar to take advantage of the frost ramp and finish them off quicker. But this is fine too. Alright, so we're going to cold snap them for more ramp, and then do more ramp here. And kill this green. Okay, we got the Force coming in, but we have the taunt, so we're fine. I'm going to do some damage there. I'm going to do a flurry and shoot there. Actually, I think I just want the ramp now. I probably should have just done that last turn. Get the damage. Alright, now we just kill him off. So I'd like an artillery strike, I'd like frost ritual, I'd like can't touch this. These are useless. This is just 5 speed targeted attack that can activate frost ritual, so maybe that's useful. Be much better if it was the frost one. I don't know if Khadgar can even get that one though. And like his 6 speed frost attack that's spammable is better than this one with the cooldown. I could get the hit points as well. I think I'll just take the hit points. This is not super useful. And we missed. I guess War Banner. Take Stolen Invitation. I could also take Spiked Shield. It does give a good amount of ramp, but there's not a lot of melee attacks for him to activate it on the last boss. There are some, though. It is potentially useful. Alright. So for this fight, you just run the same starting team, Balinda, Bwon, Nemsy. We did get a high attack anomaly on Drek'Thar. This is not ideal because you can't get water elementals to survive, but it's kind of unlikely to have them survive anyway. You have to like ramp them with peaches. So I'm gonna resummon. I'm just gonna put damage in Drek'Thar because we got high health anomaly on the red. Sometimes I try to cold snap off them, but no, with the low health here and high health there, it's not worth it. So we're just gonna freeze and bounce, freeze on Drek'Thar, and put damage into Drek'Thar. So we're probably just going to sacrifice a Boggy. But this one gets a health buff at least. So we're not going to freeze anybody this turn, so I don't really need Varden out. So I'm just going to bring Nemsy and put a taunt on a water elemental so it gets some health ramp. Although, like I was saying, we got the high attack anomaly, so it's probably not going to matter that we ramp its health. Yeah, we got terrible treasures. I'm not having any good treasure luck today at all. I don't want to use that this turn, so we're just gonna refresh, put a taunt there, and sacrifice this guy. Make space for another water elemental. So we're just generating water elementals right now, and putting a taunt on this in case there's a fast attack here. Now I'm gonna bring Balinda Varden. And your positioning doesn't really matter. The only thing that positioning matters on is that Rending Cleave, where it puts that small bleed. Yeah, this attack. It's 8 bleed, I'm not too worried about it. So we're just going to do damage here. And I could Ice Lance for ramp, or I could just Flurry to potentially slow them. I could bounce now and like throw one of these things away, or I can just wait. I'm just gonna wait. We'll just do damage here. And I think I do just want to ramp. Doesn't matter who I cast this on, as long as it's one that's not frozen. I could save it for next turn. I'll just do a Flurry, and then maybe I can Ice Lance Drek'Thar next turn and save a Water Elemental and prolong it. These wolves don't do like any damage. They just kind of sit there and cast support kind of stuff. Okay, so we can just Ice Lance that. And do some ramp. And I could bounce. I could like do a freeze and a bounce. And then this guy will potentially get high enough. Let's just get this ramp here. And I'll also prevent this thing from getting taunt and like getting in the way of our freezes and stuff. And then this will get another Boggy activation. And we'll go ahead and do our bounce. And refresh these 2 freezes. Freezing the wolves is not particularly useful. I really just want the ramp. And if we can get a double refresh and not have a taunt, then that's just icing on the cake. And now this one can survive swinging into a wolf by 1 HP. So I could bring out like Khadgar here now, or just do another Bwonsamdi. I'm just going to bring another Bwonsamdi for now. We can still get another bounce. And then maybe after that one, if we need it, we can bring Khadgar out. So we'll go there. This guy can just get that freeze there, and it'll get healed up a bit from the Boggy. And then we'll just do a Flurry here again. Okay, so I don't think we're in Cold Snap range. So the lowest health enemy is currently this taunt, but I would rather use this one. And then we'll just do a bounce. Alright, we might do a Cold Snap soon on the Reds. They ended up getting hit by a lot of flurry shots and stuff, so. We could bring Khadgar as well. I think I'm going to do that. We have pretty good taunt wall here for the fast attacks if needed, and we can root the other ones and take advantage of that frost ramp. Might as well get the crit there. Don't need to freeze anything. I could freeze, but I'm just gonna flurry. And we'll do our Hearthfire now. Get that out of the way. Kind of a stall turn, but it sets us up better for next turn. Alright, so we did slow them as well, so only this Howl of Terror is going to go off before we were to swing or freeze. We can also Cold Snap now, so let's see. This is going to do 822, and then we just Cold Snap off of it. And then that should pretty much clean it up. I could swing with these as well just for ramp, but I'll go ahead and save them one more time.
You cannot defeat the Frost Wolf clan.
Alright, didn't need the elementals anyway. Man, not hitting the treasures. I guess Stolen Invitation. And no, can't touch this again. This one does potentially good damage. It's bugged and applies like a whole bunch of nature weakness stacks. So I guess I'll just take that. It might be useful. So Malchezaar is possible with this comp. There's maybe a little bit of RNG. You don't need treasures for it either, if you have good enough stats. So let's see. And it also depends on what anomaly we get, of course. I fell. That makes it harder. Oh, we're 2 HP short of surviving the swing into the green on turn 1. That is so unfortunate. So I kind of have to hope for a melee attack. I need to freeze this, because the fell is just too high. And I can either use Nemsy or Khadgar to root or taunt Bwonsamdi. I think I'm going to use Nemsy. So I'm just going to freeze the green. And we got the random one. So this puts more targets in play as well, so that maybe it'll hit Boggy. It would kill Balinda. We're not going to have a water elemental. So we need it to hit Boggy or Bwonsamdi. If it hits Nemsy or Balinda, we're in trouble. I don't have to have Nemsy for the last fight. I don't technically have to have Balinda either, but Balinda's very good. We could get a treasure reroll if Nemsy dies, so maybe that's useful. But it's not really looking good with the anomaly and the ability RNG we just got here. So I think I just taunt Bwonsamdi. And I'm going to put Frost Weakness on Malchezaar. And we just have to hope that we don't lose our Nemsy Balinda here, ideally. Hit one would be great. Oh, nice. He did hit one. Okay. I think we're good with that hit. So we want to bring out our Varden for sure, because we're going to Cold Snap. Now we do have another RNG thing here with the Fist of Jaraxxus at 4 speed here. We don't really have anything. We're just kind of like hoping it doesn't kill us. We definitely want Bwonsamdi and Varden. We could get another Boggy out. I could also bring Balinda and just hope the Fist of Jaraxxus doesn't kill Balinda. I could bring out Genn and get a summon with him as well. Could also bring Khadgar, but I don't think that does anything productive. So Belinda's the high roll option if we get really good hits from the Fist of Jaraxxus, or he doesn't cast it. I think it's possible for him to not cast it. Genn is probably the safest option. I'm just gonna play Genn. See what happens. So we did get the fist cast, and these are not Legion tagged, but this and the Malchezaar's Imp are. So he's going to shoot twice, basically. So we're going to do this, get some hit points on Genn. So Genn's a good target to get hit. Bwonsamdi's a good target to get hit. Varden could maybe survive one hit. And Boggy's obviously fine to be hit. So just don't double shoot my Varden. Okay, not great, but didn't lose. And we did get to heal off that. So it's not too bad, since we did bring the Genn out. We have 2 taunts in play now. So now I'm gonna do... I could get Khadgar transformed, but it's not like particularly useful, so I just want to do like frost things. And positioning shouldn't really matter. It's unfortunate that we don't have any water elementals banked here for extra ramp. This guy is low attack though, so I can swing there and get ramp. And we can probably kill off this thing here. Get some frost damage, get some flurry, and do a bounce. And then next turn we'll go for a cold snap. And I don't want to swing with Boggy or anything, I don't think. It'll just get me some more HP on my Bwonsamdi. I don't think we're like super stressed for board space right now. Pretty good hits from Varden there. I'm gonna run the same team out. So I would like to hit Flurry on Malchezaar, I believe, on this turn. We did get some free ramp here. Hopefully this is the 10 speed. Oh, it's the 4 speed. Unfortunate. And Malchezaar is Legion tagged, so this will activate if it gets to act. So I'm gonna shoot that so it doesn't do fell damage. And then I'm gonna do frost damage to, I guess this to set up a cold snap off of it. And we're gonna do a flurry, and hopefully the flurry hits into these reds. I want Malchezaar to get hit. I want both of them to get hit once, ideally. At least once. Okay, so... Alright, that's fine. We got a summon, so it doesn't matter that he didn't get slowed. Actually, it wouldn't really matter if he got slowed at all. So just hitting Malchezaar was really the only important thing because of this Fisted Jaraxxus. So we're going to bounce. We are going to cold snap. And I need to shoot this so I don't get to use Frostburn this turn. It doesn't matter what I shoot it with. And then that's going to respawn. So before this cold snap goes off, we'll get some more frost ramp off of the new summons. And then cold snap and freeze everybody. And that should be fine. And this extra summon can spawn an extra imp, potentially. But that's also fine. Might actually make the fight easier. We'll see how it goes. Because when they come back out, it means less actual units at the same time. It kind of splits them up for us. Oh, I didn't realize I'm going to throw away a water elemental. Oh well. We just bring these guys out anyway. I could bring Khadgar instead of Balinda. That would get crit damage off of Varden. Actually, I think I'm just going to bring all Frost Mercs. And not do another bounce. We got a lot of ramp now. Okay, so I don't really want to freeze right now. Let's do that AoE first. And let's AoE here as well. And then we'll just do a flurry. It probably would have killed if I just swung, but whatever. So these are both Legion tagged, so they would activate each other, but this is not Legion tagged. So as long as I kill one of these, the other one will just be a 12 damage melee swing without activating the Fel. So I'm just going to kill one like that, and then the other one is no big deal. And we can even cold snap off of it. And that should kill, because I think I have enough ramp for the cold snap to kill. These are not great. This one's decent. It's probably that. Stonehearth Salvation's obviously good. Cone Cold is also decent. Just take the Salvation though. Alright, let's see if we can beat this with Terrible Treasures. I think it's possible. It'd be much better if I had Frost Ritual and the Can't Touch This and Artillery Strike. Okay, so Nemsy's not especially useful. What is our anomalies? Really high nature. Ooh, that's not good. And high shadow. The nature is very dangerous. It's like the worst anomaly to get is high nature. High attack from greens and blues can also be dangerous, but way more manageable. So this guy can one-shot blues. He's like the most dangerous enemy here. At 2 speed. So if I put Nemsy, Varden, or Khadgar out, they are at a lot of risk. I do have Stolen Invitation as well. I need to get a bounce off, so we're doing Bwonsamdi for sure. I might just throw away Nemsy. I think I'm going to do that, and we're just going to get Balinda out here. So Nemsy will probably die before getting to act, but we're going to try to taunt Bwonsamdi anyway. And then it doesn't really matter which one of these I use, so I'm just going to put Frost Weakness. I think I want to get rid of this thing because it's really annoying. It's going to do a lot of damage. Probably need to freeze it as well. They might shoot at the water elemental. They might shoot at Bwonsamdi. I think this is the play. Yeah, it loves to shoot water elemental. Not good for me because it's going to AoE me now. But nobody died. So, okay. Now we have 3 enemies. That nature anomaly is so annoying because I can never freeze it with a water elemental. I could do like a Balinda Genn thing. I could try to get an Icy Arrival, but then if it fails, then my Varden can die. I want Icy Arrival. I need that ramp to start. I can redirect to Bwonsamdi. That's a potential line of play. But that only prolongs... doesn't actually solve it. So it's going to bring out Onyxia, a red Onyxia ad, and the Orca. This guy. So I can just do Icy Arrival thing and like Balinda. I think we go for Balinda. But the Tiger Shark is going to come back out on the next bounce, so I have to keep that in mind. Okay, I would have preferred to freeze something else, but alright. These things are pretty low health, but I don't think I can quite get to a Cold Snap this turn. And both of these are going to damage opposite for 269. Unless I have... what characters have died? Just Boggy and a Water Elemental. Instead shoot like 4 times. Ugh. Man, I am getting so unlucky with my RNG on this run. I guess I just do this. And then this would survive a swing, at least. And then we just do that. If I had just frozen either of these, I would be in perfectly fine shape. If this had just used a reasonable ability instead of the ridiculous volcanic fire. Oh, I could have cold snapped. Oops. That was my bad. I forgot about I can spawn whelps and cold snap them. I should have done that. My mistake. Okay, so Tiger Shark's coming out. And it can one-shot Balinda. That is not good for me. It can also one-shot Water Elemental. I think I need to use Genn this turn. Or I could go for the high roll freeze on the Tiger Shark, but my RNG has not been working out for that. The thing is, it might go for the Water Elemental even if Varden's in play. So that's something to consider. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the high roll. I have bad treasures. Just go for the high roll. There might be a safer play where like I bring Genn instead of Varden here, but it just kind of like slows everything down way too much. Can't freeze the Tiger Shark. Never lucky. Never ever lucky. So I can Vanity. This doesn't really hurt. But then I don't get a bounce. So it kind of like puts me in a similar position. I guess I can go for a flurry. Let's try it. Come on, flurry RNG. So it would have killed Varden. Okay, that might be enough. No, it's not. I needed 2 hits there. But maybe we can get enough health with our Stonehearth Salvation. So I can freeze either of these. Just have the Fish Feast to worry about. Get 1 activation, so 510. It's gonna kill Varden. Oh, that is so terrible. If I kill this first, then it'll speed these up. Yeah, we didn't really end up in a better position using that deal like that, unfortunately. So I kind of have to just hope that it targets not Varden, but that seems very unlikely. Oh, maybe it would target Bwonsamdi. I don't want to speed this up. I think I have to just do damage here, because I need this Tiger Shark dead, regardless of what happens. And then it's probably just a flurry. So this probably doesn't work, but we probably just lose Varden and everything goes terribly. Yep. So at this point, I'm probably on a Genn plan to try to just ramp my hit points like crazy and use Balinda's scaling. But our treasures are just so bad. I think we lose Bwonsamdi here. And unfortunately that doesn't even reset any useful cooldowns because it died before I used my cooldowns. Whoever I bring out here is likely to get yeeted by the Tiger Shark. So I probably want to lose Nemsy, although Nemsy's potentially useful, but this equipment can do a lot of damage if she ends up living, but she's probably just going to get killed by the Tiger Shark again. I wish this guy would use his other abilities like he has in the past, but we're probably just on a Balinda Genn plan at this point. Everything else seems to be not working out. So, shooting Tiger Shark. I really need this Tiger Shark dead. Nemsy's probably dead before she gets to act. I'm gonna taunt again. Probably not because of Onyxia. Maybe just taunt this water elemental. And do I need to finish this guy off now? It might try to shoot something else and use Apex Predator. So maybe I just do this. Okay, it's trying to use Apex Predator, so we get to live another turn. Oh, I could have used the Force Speed to Nemsy to heal. Maybe that would help me get out of range. That probably wouldn't be enough anyway. This does so much damage because of that high crazy nature anomaly. This is going to be the jellyfish. So positioning here shouldn't really matter. I do want Khadgar in play because I want the triple activations of Stoneheart Salvation, but I need to do it in a way that keeps Khadgar alive, if at all possible. Now we're likely to lose Nemsy. I will just do this though in case Nemsy lives. Because it might try to assume it can like AoE me or something. And I want to heal my Balinda. And I think I want to freeze that because that's so much damage. I want a Beastly Beauty, but this also heals everybody with the Stoneheart Salvation, so I'm just going to do that and get some damage there. Still trying to shoot my Balinda. Okay, that works out for me. Okay. A little bit of luck turning around. So they might go for Nemsy here now. Still not able to keep Nemsy alive for sure. You can see this debuff here bogged down. It's like stacking like crazy because it's bugged. So that treasure does do some good damage if Nemsy lives. I really just need to get this tiger shark dead though. So I can freeze this again, or I want to ramp. Fire? No, frost probably because of Khadgar. And we want to shoot with 4 speeds, so we want the frost ramp because we want to be able to heal ourselves. So I'm gonna use this in case they shoot at Nemsy. I should have used that previous turn. And I guess we'll do this again in case Nemsy doesn't die, but I'm expecting Nemsy to die here. Yep. But maybe we can save Khadgar now. I hope. Still too much hit points on that tiger shark. Getting such a high health anomaly and nature anomaly is just really bad. I'm gonna lose my Khadgar here, aren't I? Yep, that's a dead Khadgar. Yeah, I should have been swinging with Boggy even. I don't know. Oh, I can't even... I want to prevent that too if I can. I want to lose my Elemental though. This will also crit my Genn, but I'm not too worried about Genn right now. I think I have to just assume Khadgar is going to die and try to go for the summon. I don't want Pufferfish or Death Rattle activating. But this isn't a crazy amount of damage, so it's not the worst in the world if that happens. Man, this nature anomaly. Oh, they went for Genn. Okay. Khadgar lives. Did I get him out of range? No, he's gonna get damaged. He's probably gonna die next turn. Man, this thing just never casting anything else is so annoying. He will heal if I do that. This is actually a problem for Genn now. To transform Genn and lose my... Let's see, if I go here and here... and then shoot here. I think this is my best line. Okay. I'm gonna lose my water elemental. Or no, it still survives. Okay. Do we actually make it out? So that's gonna give Divine Shields. I really want this Tiger Shark dead. Could transform my Genn, but I really don't want to do that either. Okay, so this won't kill Khadgar. I can kill that before it acts, so I think we're good this turn. So I'm gonna do this. I could also ramp. I think I can afford a ramp this turn. We just want to heal Khadgar. Sure. If I ramp with this, though, I need to make sure I kill this somehow. He's not doing any damage. He's not doing any damage to it. So I probably would have to kill it with this and this. Or do it like this. And then just a water elemental kills that. Not the greatest use of a freeze, but should work. Oh, he might shoot the water elemental here. If he shoots the water elemental, it's gonna get healed for like 90. So 245 would die still. Unless I used Blistering Bullet. Is it worth losing my health scaling? Maybe. Just to preserve that water elemental for a future enemy. So this would kill that at 4 speed. They would gain Divine Shield. Then we just hold this. And ramp Frost. And then maybe Genn can kill this next turn. Swing here. And then ramp Frost. That way it breaks that Divine Shield. I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna lose our health scaling from Genn, but we have Sonar Salvation. And I might really need this water elemental for some of these other enemies. Balinda's healthy. Get something like this for positioning. Okay, so still really need this guy dead because he's the last nature guy. And I'm gonna need that thing dead. So if he shoots at Khadgar, I do want a Blizzard, but I'm not sure if that's better than Hearthfire, so I have to figure that out. Maybe Hearthfire and then freeze this. This is only Fire Frost, so I'm not going to get an activation from Genn this turn, unfortunately. I just really want this thing dead. I could Arcane Surge as well. I think this is my play. He did go for Khadgar.
This one's mine.
Alright, so this does 24 damage now. I can Arcane Surge it though. Is that my play? It looks like I have to Arcane Surge that. And then I probably want to freeze this, but maybe not. It doesn't do that much damage. No, I don't want to freeze that. I could freeze this. It's going to do 116 to 3 random targets. Yeah, I probably do want to freeze that. I can just shoot a fire attack to scale hit points on everybody with Balinda, so I think I'm going to do that. I want to ramp Frost, I guess. Ramp Fire. I think I want Frost because I want to shoot to heal Balinda as well. So we'll break that shield and then freeze that. And I don't care what these whelps do. I think this is good here. Finally got the Tiger Shark dead. Unfortunately, the board won't be full, so we do get a new enemy coming out here. I think it's Onyxia. So I'm okay with these guys being across from Onyxia. And maybe I'll put this all the way over here. We can always transform Genn if we need to. And he can make new summons, is why I'm putting him here. Volcanic Fire. That's why we wanted this alive. So I'm almost certainly freezing that. Shadow Flame is fine. Pounce, also fine. I really don't want the Pounce to hit my Water Elemental. But it might. This would give more health to my Water Elemental. I would like to get transformed at some point, and the damage is nice. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're just going to do damage to Onyxia. I really want Onyxia out of here. Swinging with things with melee is going to spawn whelps. These aren't particularly useful anymore, though, so I'm just going to shoot fire to... I could just transform. I want Onyxia out of here. I'm not too worried about this fish. We'll just leave these guys sit to be our taunt wall. Okay, unfortunate Pounce hit there, but still got the Water Elemental. Also good that we didn't bump Onyxia over further and get that Shadow Flame on our Water Elemental. We need to stop these volcanic fires and deal with Onyxia as fast as possible. I could swing instead of Moonlight Striking for the crits. We'll create new whelps though, but we can clean them up with a 7-speed. I think I just want that extra damage because I'm on a clock with if I lose my Water Elemental. Um, 500 plus 700. I could kill this guy instead of swinging here. Yeah, that's probably better. And we can get another health rock from Balinda when he's back in human form. No, don't kill my water elemental. No. That's so bad. There's gonna be a million volcanic fires if it ever cast, and it probably is just gonna spam volcanic fire.
Job's done.
In a position like this, because the dragons are across from these guys. Oh, volcanic fire, why? And I don't have Varden left. I guess I have to transform back. And just do as much damage as I can to Onyxia. I'll leave these healthy so they soak more, but this is gonna hurt. I don't know if Blizzard's right, or just like Hearthfire, or even heal with a Prismatic Bolt. I'm just gonna do the Blizzard. Get the damage while we have the damage, and maybe something lives and we can clean up, but this Volcanic Fire is gonna do an incredible amount of damage. I'm tempted to just restart the client so I don't have to watch it. It might just kill everything. There have been a lot of things die. Okay, it did a lot less than I thought, so that's good. We might be good now. So, 560. So this is just dead to Blizzard. And that will have already acted, so it's whatever. It's under 500. I'm gonna go ahead and transform back. So I think we can actually shoot this here. And I don't need to swing, because the taunt's still in the way, so it won't do anything productive. This can kill my Khadgar. When it activates that death rattle that makes it do its attack damage. Oh, it'll only do it once, I think? Or does he have that death rattle twice now? I think there's a possibility Khadgar dies here, but I think we're fine now, because it's just greens, and Genn and Balinda should be able to handle that. Oh yeah, it did do it twice. So it only one of those hit Khadgar, but it could have hit Khadgar twice and killed him for 488 damage. Yeah, I think we made it though. I could heal my Khadgar with Prismatic Bolt. Maybe I'll just do that and put some more crap in play. I just want to kill this thing off though. So let's just swing at it. Still hit Khadgar, but I did manage to get him high enough. I think it does that pufferfish thing another time though, so he could still die. And these, if these 8 damage things keep hitting Khadgar, he could also die to that. But we don't need him, even if he dies. It's fine. Yeah. Alright, so let's just do damage here. I could do fire, but this is already so ramped. This guy just does like melee attacks, so there's really nothing he can do to kill me here. Alright, well that was painful, but even with terrible treasures and some bad RNG, we were able to barely squeak by. So this should serve as a demonstration of why you should just skip day 2. It's not really worth it. Obviously, if you hit better treasures, this can be substantially easier. I did have a plan to beat it with Artillery Strike, but we didn't hit it, so I didn't get to show that here. I don't really want to run this extra times just to show the different variations of how you could beat this, but there's different comps too. You could cut the Genn and just bring like Varian, so you can speed up your Khadgar permanently, get those faster routes, speed up your Balinda even. That's another comp some other people on the Discord were running, and there were also some other options with other mercenaries in that slot. And of course, if you just hit Can't Touch This, it gets substantially easier. If you hit Frost Ritual, it gets substantially easier. Atiesh is quite nice. Obviously, Stonehearth Salvation is very good, though, so we did have that to carry us on this run, thankfully. But there you go, 820 day 2. And then day 1, the farm. I'll just do one quick run here at the end since this video is already pretty long. I'll just tack it on the end because it's very fast. But the comp that we're running for that one is Drek'Thar with this spellbook. I've gotten it up to 131 now, so I think I can beat it every time. Equipment on Deathwing doesn't matter. Rattling Bones. I'm using Blood Moon for cleanup, Dragon Rune Axe on Voon, and Round of Drakes on Edwin. In the previous video, I mentioned that on day 1 that you can swing with the blue portal on turn 2. You don't have to swing with the blue portal on turn 2. That was whenever I was running a Arfis comp. It caused some problems if I didn't swing with it. But with this comp, if you've got all the stats, you've got the Arcane Resistance, and you're running the 3 Artillery Strikes, you don't have to bother with that. So all you have to do is swing with the red portal, make a taunt, and then just do Destroy All Life on turn 2, and then that's it. If you have the damage on Deathwing and you have the Arcane Resistance on Drek'Thar. So this is the best farm for the week so far. Just do this, and then you restart the client. So I'm going to go ahead and close it here. And relaunch. And then we just come back in and collect our treasures. We should just have 3 Artillery Strikes and Rattlegore alive. So pretty good Artillery Strike odds and a very quick run.
The tavern's always open.
Okay, got the Artillery Strike, so there's another 205 renown for us. So it's a good farm, but you do have to invest in the Arcane Resistance equipment up to like 130 if you never want to have to worry about the anomaly roll and not even have to look at it. And then, so it's 130 if you have enough hit points on your Drek'Thar and your Deathwing. So if they're like 250-ish HP and you have 130-ish Arcane Resistance, then you should be good on even the highest rolls. It's possible you need another 1 or 2 points in Arcane Resistance or a bit more HP, but that should get you there. And then for the damage on Deathwing and Rattlegore, I currently have 136 damage on Destroy All Life and 135 HP on Rattlegore. That's enough to kill them almost all the time, but I've seen health anomalies where the blue ad survived with like 580 HP afterwards. But I can just kill that in 1 turn with my Artillery Strike Mercenaries with that turn green equipment on Genn, and then my Dragon Rune Axe is leveled up to do 100 damage, and then I have the Assisted Strike from Edwin, and the combination of those 3 is enough to just kill that blue off, even without more damage. But ideally, I would have, I think it's when you get to like 145, it's either 145, 148, 148 or 151, or somewhere in that range, like between 140 and 150 damage on Destroy All Life is when you will always kill the blue. So if you want to do the day 1 farm, that's the fastest comp for it, and you can check out the day 1 video if you want to see some other options for that, as well as the previous video where we ran another spite that has even more options if you want some like budget comps or something for it. Good luck on your run.